these 6 cases, the parents thought they were the smartest people in the room, but Judge Vonda B turned every excuse, every plan, and every lie against them in court.
You're the petitioner. Looks like we found Mom.
Finally found her.
Okay, finally found her. What can I do for you today?
Well, Your Honor, I'm here to get some justice. I think it's time that I get back what I've been giving out.
What do you mean by that?
Money. I've been giving so much money and she hasn't even been here.
Right.
You know?
Well, before we really get started, are the kids in the car with the dog again today?
Kids aren't in the car, Your Honor. The dog got hit, so he's in a doggy wheelchair.
Okay.
So.
All right, well, I'm sorry to hear that about the dog, but the kids are fine.
They are, they're with the neighbor.
Okay, good. Just wanted to make sure. So what's been going on? I mean, it's been a few months since I've seen you.
Right.
So it looks like you were here, back when you were here, they had excuse me?
She just looking at me crazy.
I'll make it easier for you. You focus on me.
Right.
Don't excuse me.
Sorry, Judge.
Don't be sorry, just don't do it. This is your first time here today. And if I remember correctly, you filed the lawsuit on him previously and had the audacity not to show up. So you definitely need to pipe down.
Okay, I chose money though.
Okay, well, you may have, and we're going to get into that and see how much money you probably are going to be paying on.
All right, this case wastes no time. A father walks into court asking for justice after months of carrying the full weight of parenting alone, while the mother, he says, disappeared, suddenly reappears in front of the judge. And from the very first exchange, you can already feel this hearing is not just about money, it's about resentment, accountability, and 2 very different ideas of what being a parent actually means.
You here to tell me your side of the story as to why you shouldn't pay child support today?
A little bit of both, Judge, but I'm
not interested in whether you're here to be pretty or not. That has nothing to do with my ruling. You understand it, right?
I do, Judge.
All right,
but
so
I should be pretty for you.
Well, let's stick to the facts. I could care less how you look.
Okay, Judge. Let's get to the facts.
Please do. And quickly, without all the extra.
Not extra at all. The fact is, Judge, I had these children for 10 years before I put them on your doorstep. He was barely doing anything. That's why I petitioned the court, Judge.
Okay, well, here's the deal. You petitioned.
Yeah.
He showed up. You didn't. I dismissed it.
I had an opportunity, Judge. Had to take it.
Okay. And could you do me a favor? Could you, if you're going, I don't allow gum chewing, but if you don't have anywhere to put it, I would suggest you at least.
I'm good at that. Yeah.
Okay.
Now you see.
What?
Mr. Clough, Ms. Daniels, continue, please.
Well, that's why I petitioned the court. I do apologize.
Here's where the legal issue becomes clear. The judge is trying to establish 2 core facts: who has had the children and who has actually been supporting them. Once dad says the kids have been with him for 7 to 8 months and mom hasn't been paying or visiting, the case starts leaning heavily in his favor. In child support cases, consistency matters. And right now, all the consistency is on his side.
Come on, what we talking about?
Well, Judge, I met a man who said he can change my life, Judge.
All right, so how financially, did he change this life of yours?
Not too much.
Oh yeah.
Mr. Clough.
I know.
Mr. Clough. We don't know. Let's hear her side of the story because I'm pretty sure she's going to say some interesting stuff about finances.
Judge, Clough don't know nothing. Listen, understand that I got at least, 6 figures in the bank.
Oh, okay.
Had 6 figures in the bank.
You said what now?
Mr. Clough. Again, I'm not, excuse me, Ms. Daniels, when I speak, both of you be quiet. Mr. Clough, there will be no more outbursts, okay? I understand you both are frustrated, emotions are high, but let me get through this hearing, okay? Because if I can't get through it, guess what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna reset it. And I know neither one of you wanna pay for court parking again, right?
I don't.
You don't wanna take off your work, right?
Only one of us will be here.
Okay, but you want some sort of relief, right?
Yes.
The judge immediately cuts through the attitude and redirects this hearing back to substance. That matters because style does not beat facts in court. Mom tries to frame her absence around past hardship and missed opportunity, but the problem is bigger than that. She filed before, didn't show up, and now has to explain why the children's daily care was left almost entirely on the father's shoulders.
No, let me direct you really quick. You're getting ready to talk about these 6 figures you have in the bank.
I do.
All right, how much money we talking?
We talking about, 300, 400. You know what I'm saying?
Bullshit. Sorry.
You said no more outbursts.
I was coughing. I'm sorry.
It's true.
It's your allergies.
Yeah.
Handle that. You need some tissue?
No. No, thank you.
Okay. Ms. Daniels, that's what you have in the bank. How much money are you making annually?
Well, it kind of just depends on the year and how many promotions I get, how many companies want to invest in me. So it just depends. Anywhere between.
When are you going to answer my question?
Judge, it's a difficult question for me. Because, you know, sometimes I can have a promotion that's $500, or I can have a promotion that's $50,000 plus. So,
Ms. Daniels, you know I don't have a lot of time, right? I have other cases I need to get here.
I do understand that.
Right, so you obviously came here to waste my time.
I didn't.
You did, because I asked you a very simple question.
Judge,
On average,
I have a simple answer.
On average, how much do you make in a year?
Judge, I'd like to say about, maybe about 30 to 100K.
Okay, 30 to 100,000?
Yeah.
So we just gonna take the high.
This is one of those moments where the case shifts from personal drama to credibility. Once she starts describing a come up and boasting about money, she opens the door for the judge to examine her finances more aggressively. In court, if you suggest you're doing well, you can't then act shocked when the court uses your own words to calculate what you should be contributing to your children.
And is this from an employer, or are you self-employed?
I
what
am
do we do?
self-employed.
All right.
I do influence.
What do you influence?
I influence the world.
You clearly aren't influencing. You said the world?
The world.
Well, that doesn't include these 5 children, because you don't even go and see them, right?
It's just been the last couple months.
Well,
okay?
no, excuse me.
Yes, sir.
You're influencing everyone but these children that you do not have anything to do with and you do not financially support. You said they were with you. Excuse me?
It's hot.
What are we doing here? What are we doing here?
It's getting hot.
She trying to show you what she had
The BBL?
done. Yeah.
I'm not interested in the BBL. Let me tell you what I'm about to do. I'm about to make these numbers go BBL, okay?
Judge, can I speak briefly?
Briefly. Make it quick.
Quickly, in the last few months, it has been a downtrend due to inflation and all that stuff. People aren't paying as much.
How much was your BBL?
I didn't pay for that.
How much was it? How much was it?
I mean, you know, I got more than the BBL. I had tube sock titties, so I got the boobies, then I got the booty, and then I got all that. So he probably paid $35,000, $40,000. Yeah, he did.
Oh yeah, let me hear.
Notice how the judge keeps asking the same question in simpler and sharper ways. That usually means the witness is avoiding a direct answer. Her income range keeps moving, the explanation keeps stretching, and every vague response makes her seem less reliable. Legally, that's dangerous, because when someone refuses to be clear, the court can rely on the higher end of the testimony to keep the process moving.
That is going to be at the 40%. And you said health insurance was about $350, right?
Yes, Your Honor.
All right. So your child support, you're looking at monthly. So with your testimony being on the high end of $100,000, that's what I just based your child support off of. So, I mean, well, I was going to make it higher than that and do it like the $350,000. Then that would make you cap out. But
I think you should do that.
Well,
no.
I have to accept her testimony is true, but I don't really think that it's going to help her too much because her child support is still going to be pretty hefty. So I have your gross at $8,333.33. That brings your net to $6,512.07. So $6,512 times the 40%. That brings your child support amount to $2,604.
Is that a week, Your Honor?
How often are you paid? Are you paid by the day? You paid by the month? How are you paid?
Judge, it just depends. I would.
She just answered my question. That's a monthly amount.
I mean, that's
how
great,
she's
monthly.
paid, it'll just break down, but the amount is $2,600.
This is the emotional turning point of the hearing. The judge is no longer just hearing excuses. She's comparing priorities. And once the conversation turns toward cosmetic procedures, promotions, and lifestyle choices, the contrast becomes hard to ignore. The underlying message is simple. If money was available for personal upgrades, the court is going to ask why basic support for 5 children wasn't equally non-negotiable.
All right, is there anything further that you want me to know that's related to this?
Judge, briefly about visitation. How does that work?
The kids are going to stay with him, and you guys are going to work that out at a
we don't
different.
get along very well, as you can see.
Well, obviously, but I mean, they need to stay with him and probably see you on weekends if you're so busy.
That's my busiest time, Judge. I can't do weekends. Maybe Monday to Tuesday.
Well, they go to school.
All right, and I'm at work.
Are you going to get them to school?
No.
I can't.
You can't get them to school.
She don't have a car.
Now we're in the ruling phase, and this is where all the loose talk becomes expensive. The judge uses the income figure mom gave, applies the support percentage for 5 children, and adds reimbursement for insurance. This is exactly why loose testimony can backfire. What may have sounded like confidence a few minutes ago is now being turned into a monthly legal obligation with real numbers attached.
You don't have a car?
She make all that
please.
money,
Oh, you a lie.
but ain't got no car.
You better go see the rose outside.
What kind of roses? I love roses. What color?
I just said rose, like rose gold color.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
Okay,
yeah.
because I know we weren't talking about that other one. But
no, we're
anywho,
not
that's
good.
neither here nor there. Is there anything further, Mr. Cliff?
I think that's all, Your Honor.
All right. Well, if there's nothing further, you all are dismissed.
Thank you.
Thank you, Judge.
You're welcome.
The ending says a lot. Dad leaves with formal support while mom is still trying to sort out visitation around her own schedule. That contrast is what defines this case. One parent built the daily routine, the other tried to fit parenting into whatever time was left. So what do you think? Was the judge fair in focusing on stability over excuses? If this case caught your attention, drop your thoughts below, like the video, and subscribe for more courtroom breakdowns.
This case before the court, what's going on?
Okay, Your Honor. I'm want to sue her for child support because, you know, my kids are always with me, and she's always at work. You know, she's always working for the hospital. You know, yeah, we said back then that we could do this together as one. I wouldn't so much as far as swapping complete schedules. I started doing overnight shift now, just so I can be there for my kids and everything. And she was supposed to be working for mornings, which she was, but she volunteered for more hours, and even when she's not, she's just never home. I don't know where she is. She doesn't call us. She doesn't call our kids. My kids are always wondering where she's at. And you know, I myself, sure, she can do what she wants as long as she lets me know where she is for her own safety. But my kids always wonder where she's at. They always for days at a time. She's never home, and we broke it off several weeks ago, and only with my income alone, I can't really just do it with just me and my kids. Especially that one has autism. I've always got to take her to the doctor and whatnot. And for these past 3 weeks, I have not seen or heard from her, even as so much as.
This case opens with a father who sounds exhausted, not just angry. He says he rearranged his entire work life to care for the children, while the mother is barely present and has gone missing for days at a time. And once he adds concerns about drug use and one child having autism, this stops feeling like a routine support dispute and starts sounding like a household in serious crisis.
I have an 18-wheeler. I drive locally. I deliver hospital supplies.
Okay, so I'm assuming that's how you all met.
Beforehand, but we had the same interest in the medical field.
Okay. All right. And how long has it been since you all stopped living together?
It's been, I want to say, a month and a week already.
Okay. All right. Is there anything else you want me to know before I move over to her?
She just, for as long as I can remember, about 2 years now, she's just never been wanting to come home really. And honestly, I've caught her having some painkillers that I would only assume she's taken from the hospital she works at. She's either on painkillers, or sometimes I'll find needles around and whatnot. So I know she works at a hospital, so she's got to get the drugs from there.
Okay. Is there anything else you want me to know?
I just hate that it's really around the kids.
The father's testimony is doing 2 things at once, proving physical custody and raising concerns about the environment around the children. In court, those are powerful facts. If one parent is consistently there while the other is absent, detached, or possibly unsafe, the issue is no longer just who pays. It becomes who is actually acting like the primary parent in real life.
I mean, I'm not sure where he's getting this intel from, but that's
Obviously
not
the
true.
kids.
I mean,
are you saying your kids are liars?
I mean, they could be. I mean, I'm not sure. I mean,
You're not sure because you're not around that much?
I am around. I just have to work all the time. I mean, it's not my fault that, you know, saving lives isn't important to him.
No, I believe it is important to him. I don't think that's what he's saying. He's saying that you're not contributing anything.
I mean, I am, though. Like, I feed them or sometimes, and
You feed them? You'd agree with me that that's your responsibility, right?
She brings them fast food and leaves again.
Okay, but it's food, though.
But you don't sit there and spend quality time with your kids. You say, here's food, and leave.
I mean, the tablet works just fine. They can just...
The mother's response makes the situation worse, not better. Instead of pushing back with a clear caregiving record, she minimizes the problem and speaks about feeding the kids sometimes, as if that should settle the issue. But parenting is not occasional delivery. The judge is looking for presence, structure, and reliability, not drive-by involvement followed by a screen being handed to the children.
Me, personally, myself, I sit there with my kids and I open a book with them and I help them with their homework. I feed them. I'm not much of a good cook, but I do what I can to put food on the table and spend time with them. It doesn't matter if I lose sleep over it. I mean, that's why I went to overnight, because I want to spend time with my kids. I went to overnight.
His shift to
As he
spend more
should,
time
he's
with
a
the
dad.
kids. As you should, you're a mom. The audacity.
I mean, but I have a more important job.
I mean, how many times are you going to say that? I mean, you have the audacity to say that he's a dad and he should do these things, but you're the mom and not doing these things. He changed his shift. Why can't you?
Because it's inconvenient to me.
I've actually heard a couple times to where she says, I gave birth to him. It's your job to take care of him.
You believe that?
Yes.
Interesting. Wow. No, that's not how this works. That's not how any of this works. You are going to financially support these children, and I'm going to make sure of.
This is one of the strongest moral reversals in the case. Dad explains how he changed shifts and sacrificed sleep to stay active in the children's daily lives, while Mom speaks as if his effort proves the burden should simply remain his. That logic rarely works in court. One parent stepping up does not erase the other parent's obligation. It actually highlights the gap even more clearly.
I mean, I get it, but it's too much work having a kid with autism. That's why I just leave it to him, because he's better suited for that.
Right, yeah, no, I'm not about to do this game with you. Since you left a month and a week ago, have you given him any money for the children? I don't need an explanation either. It's a yes or no.
No.
Okay, thank you. All right.
She's actually asked for money instead of giving.
And then you have the nerve to ask for money and the kids are with him?
I mean, he has an obligation to give me support.
You know what? I'm not about to play with you. You came here to waste my time because you have the same obligation to your kids. He should not be paying you anything if the kids are with him majority of the time. If they're living with him, if he is the primary parent, he is tasked with the daily duties of caring for these kids.
And then comes the statement that likely seals the tone of the ruling. She says caring for a child with autism is too much work, so she leaves it to him. That is a brutally revealing moment. The court is hearing not temporary burnout, but open withdrawal from responsibility. Once that is on the record, the judge has little reason to entertain excuses about fairness or
What we're
convenience.
going to do? How much money you make a year?
$60,000.
Okay, $60,000. All right, health insurance.
That's about I just have the individual. He has a family one under his plan, so I just pay $80 every 2 weeks.
Okay, health insurance. Is it private health insurance? Is the children under Medicaid? What are we doing?
It's Medicaid.
Medicaid?
Yes.
Okay. So you're going to have to pay that back to Medicaid, just FYI, unless you want to put them on private health insurance, which I don't see why you would have a problem with it. You're a nurse. You have access to private health insurance, right?
Yes.
So why did you just get an individual plan when you have a family? That was a question.
Because It's his job to take care of them, and I shouldn't have to spend
You know what?
money.
Don't say that again about what his responsibilities are and what his job is, because you're a mom.
Now the financial questions begin, and they matter because the judge has already decided who is doing the labor of parenting. Yes, so when mom admits her income and confirms the children are not on her insurance, the legal path becomes more straightforward. If dad is carrying the home, the appointments, and the routine, then mom's role has to become measurable through support, whether she likes it or not.
Like when I was pregnant, I told him I didn't want him because I wanted to go party, and like he was just like, no, we got this, and like, how is it my fault? He wanted them, I didn't want them. So,
but you kept
No, the first we've talked about having kids, and we've wanted kids.
I know, but
once
like when we were older,
once she got
not
pregnant
right
and
now.
she knew she couldn't do what she needed anymore, or really what she wanted anymore, then it was just oh, this baby's really an inconvenience to our lives.
I mean, but you know
this
what, I
child
like to
support
party.
payment is about to be an inconvenience to you as well, because you're going to pay child support. Whether you wanted them or not is beside the point. You had them, they are here, they are your responsibility just as much as they are his responsibility. So $60,000 a year. I have your gross set at $5,000. Your net is $1,101.87. Medicaid reimbursement based on 9% of your gross is $450. Do you think you can get health insurance through your employer that's cheaper than that for the children?
I mean, I guess, I don't know.
You don't want to look into it?
Not really.
we work for the same company. Yes, she does.
Oh, okay. So this is what we'll do. You just go ahead and pay that, and you can roll your eyes all you want to. I can roll my eyes too. We're just going to have you reimburse Medicaid that full $450. So that brings your monthly child support obligation for 2 children to $1,025 plus the $450 reimbursement to Medicaid for $1,475. Now, it looks like Dad.
The most striking part here is how openly she describes the children as an inconvenience to the life she wanted. That may be honest, but honesty alone doesn't protect you in family court. Once the judge calculates support, Medicaid reimbursement, and even arrears for the time she left, the message becomes unmistakable. You do not get to disappear from parenting and still demand financial upside.
I'm going to grant his request. So you have arrearages in the amount of $1,475. That's to be paid at $25 a month. So your monthly child support obligation, including the back pay, is $1,500. You have any questions about anything I just said?
I mean, I just feel like it should be less. What am I going to be left with to party with? Like, what am I going to do?
I don't know, maybe pick up some extra shifts or work a part-time job.
Or take care of your kids.
You know, if she doesn't want to take care of her kids, I really don't care at this point. I just want to make sure he gets some financial assistance.
I mean, but he makes enough money.
And I mean, you make enough money too. So again, do you have any questions about anything I just said?
No.
Okay. You have any questions, sir?
No.
Okay. Well, if there's nothing further, you all are dismissed.
By the end, Dad gets what he came for, recognition that he has been the real primary parent, and an order requiring Mom to contribute. This case wasn't close emotionally or legally once the testimony unfolded. So, what stands out more to you here? The father's sacrifices or the mother's complete detachment? If this case shocked you, share your view below, like the video, and subscribe for more courtroom breakdowns.
My sister came and dropped her kids off 9 months ago and hasn't come back for them.
How old are the kids?
4 and 7.
All right. What do you mean she dropped them off and hasn't come back?
Well,
I mean, tell me the story. Like, what
so
happened?
for one summer, she just, called and said, hey, I need to, would you like your niece and nephew for the summer? And I said, sure, So I took care of them because I know she works hard and she, is, attending school at night. And I don't have any kids, so I, volunteered to help out. But she hasn't come back for them, nor does she give any financial support. So I'm here.
This case starts with a quiet setup, but the facts are devastating. A sister says her niece and nephew were dropped off for what was supposed to be a summer visit, and 9 months later, their mother still hasn't taken them back. Right away, this stops being a family favor and starts looking like a full transfer of responsibility without consent, support, or even a real plan.
You want me to know before I move over to her?
I love my niece and my nephew, and you know, I don't necessarily want to keep them from her, but you know, if she needs my help and I can help, then I want to, but I need her help also. So
all right.
That's it. You know, I'm not trying to be ugly or malicious to my sister. I want her to do well. I just need help.
Understand. Okay. Ma'am, what is the reason that you dropped your children off with your sister and haven't been back to get them?
I just decided that I don't want to have kids.
Excuse me?
I don't want to have kids.
Yeah, well, you already had them, so they're yours. Your sister is raising them. Don't you think you should want to get them back? Or you don't want kids at all? You don't want the responsibility, anything?
What makes this moment so shocking is the mother's bluntness. She doesn't say she was overwhelmed, unsafe, or facing an emergency. She simply says she doesn't want kids anymore. That kind of statement hits hard emotionally, but it also matters legally because the court is listening for intent. And the more intentional the abandonment sounds, the less sympathy the explanation is likely to receive.
What about the financial part of it? What about paying your sister child support to take care of your children? I mean, you don't want them. You're not raising them. They've been with her for the past 9 months. So wouldn't you say it's fair to give her some money for them?
I don't really have it. I only make like $40,000 a year.
But you're making money, okay? Do you live alone?
Yes.
You live alone, you make $40,000 a year. She said you pay health insurance.
And I go to school at night.
Okay. Well, that's good. You don't want to, what are you going to school for? Let me ask you this first.
For fashion.
Fashion, okay. You plan to make a lot of money with that?
Hopefully one day.
Do you intend on getting your kids back at some point?
I mean, I don't know. I just know how I feel right now, and I just don't want to have my kids. I just want to focus on my career.
So let's talk about that. Did you just wake up one day and...
The judge starts testing whether this was temporary stress or a deliberate decision dressed up as something else. Questions about work, school, dating, and career aren't random. They're meant to uncover motive. If the children were pushed aside to make life easier or to protect a lifestyle, that changes how the court sees not only the finances, but the parents' overall credibility and judgment.
How did it just happen? Are you dating someone?
No.
Were you dating someone?
Yes.
Did they have kids?
No.
They didn't want your kids around?
I mean, not necessarily. I just...
So was that what started this? You not wanting your kids because the person you were in a relationship with really didn't want your kids around?
Well, no. It's just, I just want to focus on my school, and I work. And so that's like my whole day. And
you have to understand why this is hard for me to process, right? You know, because myself, I'm a parent and I'll do whatever for my kids. That includes career, whatever. So to be sitting across from you and you're very adamant about that, it's really shocking for me. So you'll have to excuse me if I seem a little taken back.
This is where the emotional weight of the case really lands. The judge is no longer confused by the facts. She's stunned by the mindset. The mother isn't speaking like someone trying to rebuild a bond with her children. She's speaking like someone distancing herself from a responsibility she no longer wants. That difference is exactly why this hearing feels less like a dispute and more like an accountability check.
Well, 9 months is a long time in the sense that you go without seeing them and taking care of them, but you can still make it right.
It's easier for her, Judge. My apologies to just, outburst, but it's just easier for her, for me to have them, basically.
And this is what you're okay with doing?
Yeah.
Okay. All right. So this is what we're going to do. You said you make $40,000 a year. Health insurance, how much was that?
$80.
$80? Okay. And that $80, that's for both of the children?
Yes.
Okay. All right. So this is what we're going to have you do. We're going to have you continue to pay the health insurance. At least make sure the kids stay insured, okay? And you have to keep working because you're going to pay your sister child support. You understand that, right?
But I don't make enough.
Did you think you were gonna come in here, not take care of them, and not pay child support?
The sister's short interruption says everything. Sometimes the most powerful testimony in court isn't a long speech. It's one honest line that reveals who has truly been carrying the load. By this point, the judge sees that the aunt did not create this situation. She stepped in to protect two children. So the legal question becomes simple. If mom refuses the daily role, why shouldn't she at least fund it?
You think I'm sitting up here so you can waste my time?
No.
Okay, so you'd agree with me, you should be paying your sister something, right?
Yes.
Okay. When do you graduate from school?
In May of next year.
Okay. Where are the children's father?
I don't know.
For both, or, I mean, do they have the same father?
No.
Okay, so where is the 7-year-old's dad?
He's somewhere. I don't know. I don't really know.
What about the 4-year-old?
He's present sometimes. He comes around sometimes.
Yeah, yes.
Okay, you understand what's going on here today, right? I just want to make sure that you're completely aware of everything that's going on today. You're going to walk out of this courtroom today paying child support to your sister. You understand that, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Now, if you don't understand, I need you to tell me you don't understand, okay? So we're clear, you understand.
Yes.
Okay. So you said you make $40,000 a year, giving you credit for health insurance that bring your gross to $3,253. Your net, $2,798. That's 25% for two children. That brings your child support to about $699.50. We're going to round it up to $700.
Once the judge gets to numbers, the ruling becomes direct and practical. The mother's income, insurance contribution, and two-child obligation are all calculated into a monthly support order. This is a reminder that child support is not a reward for the custodial adult. It's the court's way of making sure the children are not left financially stranded just because one parent chose distance over duty.
That's what you will pay your sister monthly.
I just don't think I can afford it. I have to pay for school, and that's really what my priority is right now.
Well, your sister's priority is to take care of your children. Your children. Not her children, your children. So as long as she's in the position that you put her in, you're going to have to make it work. You graduate next year, you can find a job. A better paying job than what you have now, right? Is that a yes?
Yes.
Okay, so then there's no confusion. Do you have any other questions?
No.
Are you upset with her?
No.
Oh, okay. I was just making sure because I don't believe she did anything wrong.
By the end, the sister isn't asking for revenge, just help. And that's what makes this case hit differently. One woman stepped up out of love, the other stepped back out of convenience, and the judge made sure that choice came with consequences. What would your verdict have been in this situation? If this case moved you, leave your thoughts below, like the video, and subscribe for more real courtroom stories.
For his son, my grandson, Julian, he's 6 years old. Juan and Julian's mom were together up until about 3 years ago.
Okay.
Had a good life, beautiful home. They were set. Then one day he comes to me. I've never talked to her since she left him. She abandoned him. She abandoned the whole family, including the grandson. So he comes and he says, look, she's gone and whatever. Okay, I just need some help with Julian because she left him too. Well, of course I'm going to say yes, you know. At that time, it was just me and my husband. So Julian had his grandpa, he had me, and everything was fine. Well, last year, grandpa passed away.
I'm sorry about that.
Thank you.
This case carries a different kind of weight because it's not a parent first walking into court. It's a grandmother. She's raising her grandson, grieving her husband, working again after retirement, and trying to keep a child's life stable while the actual father appears to be living far more comfortably. From the start, you can feel this isn't just about money. It's about betrayal inside the family itself.
When Julian's at school, and his life hasn't changed at all. He's still literally in the house that he was in when they were a family. And he doesn't visit, like, Julian's like detached from him because it's been 3 years that he'll come around.
I do see
you
him.
know?
I do see him.
And
I'll get to you.
And
Okay.
he
Sorry,
comes
Your Honor.
around, but I don't get any financial support. I don't see that his life has changed at all. And we had to move out of the house that me and my husband shared. And unfortunately, in this big city, the best place I could find is literally a 1-bedroom. So thank goodness Julian's small right now. He can sleep on the sofa without too much discomfort. I have the bedroom. And so when he comes over and visits, of course he can't stay because there's no place for him to stay.
What makes her testimony powerful is how specific the hardship sounds. She's not speaking in general complaints. She's describing downsizing, 1-bedroom living, a child sleeping on the sofa, and a grandson growing emotionally detached from his own father. Those details matter because courts often listen closely when the caregiver can show not just inconvenience, but real lifestyle strain caused by carrying another adult's parental responsibility.
What really ticked me off was a little bit back ago, he went and bought Julian some clothes. He also bought himself some clothes. But what my grandson had told me was that if he could have some shoes like Juan. And I said, what do you mean? He got you some new shoes? No, he said, we went to the mall, we got his clothes, his shoes, and then he stopped at Walmart on the way home and got Julian stuff. I guess because it's cheaper. I get it. I mean, for Julian, he's getting Walmart from me, he's getting Walmart from him.
But Julian was with him.
He was literally with him, and he took him, and I thought they were gonna, you know, maybe things had changed with him, whatever.
If I could please explain, Your Honor.
You can
Okay.
after your mother is done.
Okay, sorry, Mom.
And then since my husband's passing, I need to get medical insurance for him. You know, anytime, even to take him to the free clinic is not really free. I've still.
The clothing story may sound small, but it reveals the emotional core of the case. It's not really about Walmart versus the mall. It's about a child noticing the difference in how he's valued. Kids may not understand legal arrangements, but they absolutely understand who seems prioritized. That moment gives the case a human layer the financial numbers alone never could.
So I went and tried to get him some medical coverage, food stamps. Well, they tell me no, because with the Medicaid, they needed his information. They said that he's under child support. The mother has been paying the state child support all these years.
Okay, wait. So she's been paying child support to him?
Apparently so. I haven't seen one dime.
Okay. All right. And so Julian is under Medicaid.
I couldn't get him under Medicaid
Oh,
because
you couldn't get him
I
under.
couldn't. That's how I found out about the child support. When I asked him about it on the visit that he made to buy the clothes, he said that no, he doesn't get in it. He doesn't know where it's going to this and that. But I know Juan. There's that money. He knows what I'm talking about. You know, he knows he's getting it, but I'm not getting it.
Okay. So you just want one to pay child support, and you have the opportunity to get health insurance.
And the case takes a major turn. Grandma discovers the mother has been paying child support to the father all along. That completely changes the stakes. This is no longer only a request for future support. It raises the possibility that money intended to help the child never reached the person actually providing day-to-day care. Legally and morally, that is a serious problem for the father.
Okay.
Mr. Compost, okay, so is it indeed a fact that you have been receiving child support from the mother of your son?
Yes, I have.
¿Ves?
Okay. And you didn't tell your mom?
No, I didn't feel the need to.
Okay, wait a minute. Is it true that your son, your 6-year-old, has been living with your mom for 3 years?
Off and on, not totally all 3 years, off and on. I do.
What do you mean by off and on? Like on the weekend when you pick him
Well,
up, or when you pick him up and go
I'm a promoter for a club, so I do need help, and I thought that was the agreement to go ahead and help me when I'm out of town, you know, and I'm not, as she says, I do have the house, but I'm really there, you know, and I do need help. He can't stay by himself in a house that big at 6 years old. I don't know. I know I couldn't, but.
Okay. Well, you'd agree with me that help means that you need to give her something, right?
And I do pay the health care, the $150. I do pay that.
Oh, wait a minute. So that's the missing link here. So you pay health insurance for your son already?
Yes, I pay the $150.
Why didn't you tell your mother that? Why haven't you given her a health insurance card? Why haven't you given her anything? That's not fair.
It's not, but I paid for it.
The father's admission hurts him immediately. Once he confirms he has been receiving support and never told his mother, the judge starts seeing concealment instead of confusion. Even worse, he says he thought paying insurance was enough, yet he failed to provide the insurance information to the person taking the child to the doctor. That kind of half participation often looks worse than outright absence because it blocks help while pretending to provide it.
It's not serving Julian?
Wait a minute, Mr. Campos. Who takes him to the doctor?
Well, I haven't recently, you know.
Okay,
when she
so
helps
it's
me out.
fair to say that your mom probably does it, right?
Yes.
So wouldn't it logically follow that she needs an insurance card or the information?
Yes, and it's just that
So
I may
you're
have,
letting your mom take your son to the doctor and they have to call you or something to verify his insurance? That just does not make any sense.
Your Honor, excuse me, they don't call him to verify. I didn't know this is everything has come out of my pension or my Uber money, tips or whatever. I had no idea until I tried to file for these services that they said that Julian was getting child support. And I have told him, hey, I've got my son's phone number. I have told him, hey, this kid doesn't feel well. This is going on, that's going on.
This is where the judge locks onto practical reality. Who takes the child to appointments? Who pays out of pocket? Who handles the common cold, physicals, and prescriptions? Family court often cuts through stories by asking that exact kind of real-life question. And once grandma is shown to be carrying the actual burden, the father's technical claims start sounding hollow.
Mm-hmm.
And you don't want to help her?
I do want to help her, and I thought she had all the help she needed. When Papa passed away, he left quite a bit of money for her, and I thought,
okay,
you know, it would help.
You just said keywords. He left quite a bit of money for her.
Yes.
Not for your son.
Yes.
Not for you.
Yes, and she keeps talking about going to Uber and such, but that's a pretty nice ring on her finger she has there. Don't know how many tips are needed.
Your dad got me years ago. This is not something I bought in the last 3 years.
Why does that matter?
Because she says she does Uber and such. I mean, if it's really that low, wouldn't she?
Oh my God, Mr. Campos. No.
Okay,
You
sorry, Your Honor.
You obviously came here to waste my time. What kind of club promoter are you?
Well, I haven't. You don't look familiar at all.
You don't look familiar right now. I can't tell. This is your mother right now.
I'm sure you've seen me around. Probably.
No, I haven't. You don't look familiar at all, but you're looking real unfamiliar right now. I can't even tell this is your mother right now.
This is my mother. I love her dearly.
Well, I can't tell. You're not paying your mother. You're not helping your mother. She helped you. But I don't believe that she intended to help you for life. I don't believe she intended to.
The hearing gets even sharper when the father begins pointing to grandfather's money and grandma's ring instead of addressing his own obligations. That strategy almost always backfires. In court, attacking the caregiver's finances does not cancel your duty to support your child. If anything, it makes the argument look colder, especially when the caregiver is your own mother and she stepped in after a death in the family.
Mm-hmm.
And you don't want to help her?
I do want to help her, and I thought she had all the help she needed. When Papa passed away, he left quite a bit of money for her, and I thought,
okay,
you know, it would help.
You just said keywords. He left quite a bit of money for her.
Yes.
Not for your son.
Yes.
Not for you.
Yes, and she keeps talking about going to Uber and such, but that's a pretty nice ring on her finger she has there. Don't know how many tips are needed.
Your dad got me years ago. This is not something I bought in the last 3 years.
Why does that matter?
Because she says she does Uber and such. I mean, if it's really that low, wouldn't she?
Oh my God, Mr. Campos. No.
Okay,
You
sorry, Your
obviously
Honor.
came here to waste my time. What kind of club promoter are you?
Well, I'm sure you've seen me around, probably.
No, I haven't. You don't look familiar at all, but you're looking real unfamiliar right now. I can't even tell this is your mother right now.
This is my mother. I love her dearly.
Well, I can't tell. You're not paying your mother. You're not helping your mother. She helped you. But I don't believe that she intended to help you for life. I don't believe she intended to.
The housing issue exposes the emotional fracture underneath all of this. Grandma says she had to leave the family home, yet the father would not let her move into the large house with the child, even though that setup might have helped everyone. Whether or not every detail is perfect, the bigger picture is clear. The child's stability was not being treated as the priority by the parent who should have made it one.
And since he lives alone in this big house, I told him we were going to have to move to a one-bedroom apartment, or we could come stay with him. I'd have my private room, Julian have his private room, and he would have his private room.
Yeah, so what's the deal with that? You're okay with your mother in this one bedroom. Why can't she stay in the big house?
Well,
inconvenience, he said. It would be very inconvenient.
How big is this house? How many bedrooms we're talking?
Maybe 800 square feet most, maybe 2-bedroom, half closet. It's not as big as she's saying. It's not as big as she's saying. It's
my apartment is 800 square feet.
You're describing a room in the house that's 800 square feet?
I may have my math wrong a little bit. It's not that big as she's saying. It's really not.
How big is this house? How many bedrooms?
It's in the nice houses in Plano. So you can imagine. It's not it's a nice house.
Okay.
Because him and Julian's mom both do this promoting thing.
Oh,
and
okay.
they can do it from everywhere.
Out.
So they're
I no longer see her.
She left.
I no longer see her.
But she was making good money like he makes. I don't know to the penny what he makes, but they were living very, very comfortably. And but he started this since Julian was born, the free babysitting. That a grandmother that loves her kids shouldn't have to be paid and this and that. I never asked him for a dime. I didn't need to. But since becoming a widow, it's become critical.
Okay. All right. Mr. Compost, how much money do you make a year?
$48,000.
Really?
Yes.
You make $48,000 a year and you live in this big house?
Now the ruling becomes both corrective and symbolic. The judge doesn't just order the father to pay support going forward. She redirects the existing child support from the mother to the grandmother, the person actually raising the child. That matters because the order finally matches reality. In family court, support should follow care. And once the court sees where the care truly lives, the money is expected to follow it.
Just $1,000, and that's in that
just
40.
$1 grand?
You know how much that would have helped?
Everybody does not receive just $1 grand.
Yeah.
Everybody don't receive that.
Well, and that's why I paid for the $150.
You came here to waste my time. What is it? What is the amount? So you pay yourself $48,000. You pay yourself that, right?
No, it's from jobs that I try and.
How much is your rent, Mr. Compost, or do you pay a mortgage?
No, rent a month is about $1,500.
Okay, so $1,500 in rent. What's your other expenses look like?
Your Honor, he doesn't rent. They did a big, huge housewarming party. That is his home. Him and her bought that home. It's not a rent.
So you really are wasting my time.
I am renting it. I'm not sure where she's getting that from.
They had a huge, and as families talk, and we're going to try to pay off the house early, and we're going to try to even upgrade, but they didn't stay together.
So wait a minute. You closed on this house.
Oh, yeah.
I may have
so you
fogged
own
up the
it.
details a little bit as it was a heartbreaking, I don't want to go into it as much as.
over there you have a deed?
A deed?
Yeah.
Yes, I do, but it's just.
Okay, so you own the Miss Compost. You own the home. Do not come in here and waste my time.
The details have just been foggy since.
You've been getting over on your mother. That's not going to work on me, okay? I was not born yesterday.
Okay.
All right? So let me tell you what we're going to do. We are going to have the child support that you received, that $1,000, we're going to send it over to your mom.
Your Honor, if there's any way we can.
Yeah, hold on. I'm not finished. And I know you want to hear this. Okay. That's just mom's portion. You're going to pay, is going to be getting what? About, let's see, you said 40. Now I'm going to take your word for it. I'm going to take your word for it at that $48,000, all right?
Okay.
And you said $150 in health insurance?
Yes.
All right, so your gross comes out to $3,900. That brings your net to $3,280.28. And how many children do you have?
Just the one.
Just how many?
Just the one.
Just the one child?
Yes,
Okay.
just Julian.
All right. All right, so 20% of that brings your child support to $656. And that's giving you credit for the health insurance. So you have to continue paying that health insurance of $150. Child support to grandma is going to be $656, as well as the reallocation of the $1,000 that you receive from mom going to grandmother. So grandmother's amount in child support monthly is $1,656, which $656 belongs to you. You understand that?
Yeah.
Into Walmart after he goes mall shopping either.
Yeah, and what's that about real quick?
Well,
real quick.
he's 6 years old. If I get him some 11s, he's gonna mess him up in a day or so.
Okay,
you
I
know?
said real quick. That was too long. That doesn't even make sense what you just said.
Okay.
You can wear 11s, but your son can't. Shame on you. Do better, Mr. Compost.
Yes,
You know,
Your
I
Honor.
just
Do better.
noticed, I asked him for a confirmation necklace because Julian is fixing to make his first Holy Communion. And he's got that big, huge thing. I bet you it's not even fake, that necklace. And he said, oh, I just can't. I can't do it. I can't afford it. I can't, you know. And I knew that his mortgage was not $500 because I thought, well, then I should move to Plano to the big houses because apparently they're giving them away over there. But with that me and your dad lived our whole lives in, that we raised you in. Had you just done that, I could still be in that home that I cherished so much. And you knew that I loved that home.
Well, if you manage your money right, then maybe you still would have the
Mr.
home.
Compost, shame on you.
I'm sorry.
Shame on you.
I'm sorry, Your Honor. And I need this for my promoting this.
And
this
I
for her
need
to
you to
mention.
do better. How about that?
Yes, Your
That's
Honor.
what I need you to do.
Yes,
I need
Your
you to
Honor.
do right by your mother. I'm not here to counsel you or anything like that, but to hear that she had to sell the family home, but that's kind of heartbreaking. That is. You can only imagine the memories that are gone, right?
Yes, Your Honor.
So I need you to do better. And until then, I need you to keep working so your mom can get this $656, okay?
The final moments hit hardest because Grandma is not celebrating. She's grieving what could have been prevented. A child lost stability, a widow lost her home, and a father kept acting like help was optional. The judge's ruling restores some fairness, but it can't restore lost time. So what do you think was the most shocking part of this case? The hidden child support, the medical neglect, or the way Grandma was left to struggle alone? If this case stayed with you, comment below, like the video, and subscribe for more courtroom stories.
I split up a while back, but 2 months ago she moved out and left me with our darling children. I have an 11-year-old named Emma.
Okay.
And my 6-year-old boy is Braxton. And my 2 kids live with me. She's been out of the house for 2 months. I'm seeking 2 months of back child support and child support.
Okay. And why didn't you give him any money when you left? Obviously, if he's asking for 2 months worth of back pay.
So he's asking for money, but what he's not including is the fact that I'm a nurse. I work intense hours that are very irregular. So we decided.
This case is short, but it gets to the point quickly. A father says the mother moved out 2 months ago and left the children primarily in his care, and now he wants both ongoing support and back pay. The mother's response is interesting because she doesn't deny the living arrangement. She tries to redefine her role through emotional support and flexible help instead of direct financial contribution.
Mother, when the kids have a day off of school or a weekend where I'm available, or any time that they need to be taken care of, they are with me or with my mother at that time. He is saving on daycare, any care like that, and I'm spending the emotional support time with them and also providing for.
Did you really just say that? You're spending emotional support?
I don't understand what's wrong with that.
You're not paying him any money.
Spending. I am not paying him. The children are with me approximately half the time. We don't have a formal agreement on that.
Approximately, but not half the time, right?
No.
Okay. So, you should be paying child support to him.
If we want to lay down the hours and really count it out, then we can. I work usually 4 days on, 3 days off, sometimes 3 days on, 2 days off.
Okay.
My schedule is very irregular.
Which means that the children are with him most of the time. So you should be paying child support.
The judge immediately focuses on the legal center of the dispute. Where do the children actually live most of the time? That question matters more than loose ideas about shared parenting. Even if the children visit often and spend time with extended family, support usually follows primary residence. So once it becomes clear the kids mainly live with dad, the mother's financial obligation becomes hard to avoid.
That's the way that it works. You said you're a nurse. How much money do you make?
Around $80,000 a year.
Let me see. Okay, yeah, I see your check stubs here. And how much do you make?
$125,000 a year.
Okay, do you all split? Excuse me.
He's doing fine.
You are too. You make $80,000 a year. You're not doing fine?
I am doing fine.
Oh, okay. I mean, so you both are doing well. So those little comments, they're unnecessary. $125,000 a year.
Yes,
Do you
ma'am.
all share custody like she's saying?
Yeah, they're over there every now and then.
Well, when you say every now and
Well,
then,
they live with me.
okay.
You know, they live under my roof. I pay their insurance. They're
Well, that's my question.
Yeah.
They're not with you a full week and then they're with her a full week and you guys are rotating and
No.
everything like that. Then yeah, that really doesn't justify you not paying child support. And yes, you should have given him child support when you left. Okay? You had the obligation to do that.
What's notable here is that both parents appear financially stable, which strips away a lot of the usual excuses. This isn't a case about unemployment or inability, it's about responsibility after separation. The mother may feel involved emotionally, but the court is drawing a firm line between being present sometimes and being the parent who consistently bears the day-to-day cost of raising the children.
And you also are going to give him back 2 months worth of back pay. Okay? So, based on the documents that you turned in, I have your gross at $80,000 broken down to $6,606. Ooh, it's got tongue tied. It's a lot of sixes. $6,666.67. That brings your net to $4,961.81. Make sure, and 2 children, correct?
Yes,
Who carries health insurance?
I do.
How much is health insurance?
$208 a month.
208. Okay. So you're also going to be reimbursing that to him every month. Okay. And that coverage is for the children only, right?
Right.
Yeah, you are going to reimburse that to him. Okay. So your child support amount is $1,240.45 plus the 208 for the health insurance, $1,448.45. And then your back pay, you're just going to pay that out monthly, adding in, I'd say.
Once the judge starts calculating support, the case becomes straightforward. Income, insurance, number of children, and back pay are all translated into a clean monthly figure. This is a good reminder that family court often looks less at how people describe their effort and more at how the children's actual living arrangement works in practice. Feelings matter, but the math still follows custody.
About $50 a month added into that as well. So do you understand that?
Okay, is there a set time that I guess until the back pay is completed?
Yes, when
at
the
whatever
back
rate works.
Right. When the back pay is completed, that $50 will drop off.
Okay.
You know, you can pay the full amount. I mean, if you want to, it's about $2,480. You can pay it in one lump sum if you want to. Pay it out over like $50. $50 really doesn't cover a lot of the interest, but I mean, that's the lowest that it can go.
Oh, yeah, I'm not asking for the monthly amount to be lower. I understand that.
Okay.
We can take care of it however you decree.
Okay. So do you all have any other issues or anything needing addressing today?
No, ma'am.
No, ma'am.
Okay. Well, if there's nothing further, you all are dismissed.
Thank you, Your Honor.
You're welcome.
Thank you.
In the end, the mother is ordered to pay ongoing support and back pay because the children's primary home is with dad. The ruling isn't flashy, but it's consistent. If one parent is carrying the household, the other parent has to contribute financially. Do you think emotional support should ever count the same as direct support in cases like this? If this hearing made you think, leave a comment, like the video, and subscribe for more courtroom breakdowns.
She wants an increase in child support. and I've been keeping our son for the past 3 years.
All right, so that's why you're here.
I guess.
Yeah.
I guess, Your Honor.
You've been keeping your son for the past 3 years. Are you paying child support or are you paying child support?
I'm paying child support.
Okay, so that's why you're here. You're trying to get off child support.
Yes, she wants an increase.
He live with you. Okay, I'll ask her to make sense of that for me. But for now, how old is your son?
10.
10 years old, lives with you. You take care of his expenses and everything like that?
Yes, ma'am. Yes, Your Honor.
Health insurance?
Yes, Your Honor.
You mind if I move over to her really quick? Because I need to make sense of why she filed this in court asking for an increase.
This case opens with confusion, and that confusion is exactly what makes it compelling. A father says their 10-year-old son has lived with him for the past 3 years, yet the mother came to court asking for an increase in child support. Right away, the judge knows something doesn't add up, because support is supposed to reflect where the child actually lives, not where an outdated order says he used to live.
All right, so does other parents. They buy things for their children, and it is expensive.
Yes.
So why are you here?
Well, I have a business to run, and I need his help in order to buy these things for our son.
Wait a minute. Your son lives with him?
Yes, now he does, yes.
Now, as in 3 years ago?
3 years.
That's not now. No, it's not. 3 years he's been living with him.
Yes.
So you want an increase in child support to do what exactly?
To help my son, to buy things for my son.
Right. You work, right?
Yes.
Where do you work?
I have my own business. I'm a caterer.
Caterer. How much are you making in your catering business?
About 400.
400 what?
Thousand.
You came here to...
When the mother says she needs more money to buy things for a child who lives with the father, her argument starts collapsing under its own weight. The judge isn't just hearing a request for help. She's hearing someone try to preserve a financial arrangement that no longer matches reality. In custody-related support cases, reality matters more than routine and more than anyone's personal preference.
So that you can pay for your catering business.
No.
So why are you here?
Just for my son, of course.
Right, but you're maybe you're missing it. It's going like this,
well, he
going
wants
over
to
your
stop
head.
paying the child support, and I don't think that he should stop paying. I think he
should
pay
stop paying if the child has been living with him for the past 3 years under your original court. Under your original court order, Mr. Eugene, give me a second. Under your original court order, you were the person that the child was living with.
Yes.
Not him.
Yes.
So that means you voluntarily relinquished conservatorship over to dad.
Yes.
Right. So dad should be the person receiving child support from you.
From me.
That's what I said. That doesn't sound right to you?
No, ma'am.
Why doesn't that sound right? Because you're the mom.
The most damaging fact here is not just that the child has lived with dad for years. It's that mom admits the old structure changed, yet still doesn't see why support should flip. Once she acknowledges that dad became the primary caregiver, the legal direction becomes obvious. Courts are generally not interested in rewarding a parent for holding on to an old order after the child's life has clearly moved elsewhere.
Yes. And I have to buy things for my son, and I can't do it alone.
He buys things for your son?
Well, I need to do that too.
You make $400,000 a year, ma'am.
Well, I have employees and things to pay. I mean,
Okay.
I don't think that he should stop paying the child support.
What do you think he should do?
Pay me more.
Pay you more?
Yes.
While your son lives with him?
Well, I still see my son.
Okay, yeah, but?
Like maybe once a month, maybe.
Oh, I see him more often than that.
Maybe.
No.
Maybe once a month.
I see him more often than that.
What's more often than that?
Well, once a week, maybe. I mean, when I have my business all day, and then I do extra catering in the evenings, and so I'm just really busy.
Mm-hmm.
But when I'm not, then I do go visit with my son. Not once a month.
Once a month.
No.
Maybe.
How many other children do you have that are under the age of 18?
I don't have any other children.
Okay. Keep talking, I'm listening. I'm just taking down some notes.
I've said my piece. I want an increase in the child support.
Who pays health insurance?
I do.
How much is it?
200.
Is that?
This section reveals the gap between income and obligation. Mom says she earns far more than Dad, but still argues she needs his money while he houses and insures the child. That contrast weakens her position dramatically. Child support is not supposed to fund a parent's business overhead or personal convenience. It's meant to support the child where the child is actually living and being raised.
I'm dating her sister.
Why didn't you lead with that?
Yeah.
I don't know. I probably should have left with that, child. But
You probably should have.
yeah, I think it's some resentment going on.
You think?
Maybe. Could be, I
There
guess.
are plenty of women in the world. You didn't have to go for my sister.
I mean, that is kind of outside the scope of why we're here, but she does raise a good point.
I mean, she.
You see why she's upset.
I'm a music teacher. Like, she plays the clarinet
Oh, okay.
really well.
So y'all been hitting notes together.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh, okay.
How long have y'all been hitting notes together?
Oh.
That's the question.
That's
yeah,
not
a
to
long
be discussed today, okay?
Yeah. Mhm.
Okay?
Yeah.
40,000,
You brought it up.
400,000, okay?
You brought it up.
Well, I mean,
Well, nobody would be paying child support because we'd still be together if you weren't with my sister.
okay, look. You know what it is, okay? You know
Yeah,
what
you
it
know
is.
what it is.
And
I think everybody in here knows what it is.
Then the emotional side spills out. Dad is dating her sister, and while that clearly adds resentment to the case, the judge does the right thing by not letting the personal betrayal replace the legal issue. It explains tension, yes, but it doesn't change the core facts. No matter how messy the relationship drama becomes, the court still has to answer one simple question: who is raising the child?
That's all I'm saying. It didn't work out, Your Honor.
Yeah, Mr. Eugene, I understand why she a little sour though.
Some things just
her
happen.
sister?
Things just happen.
Y'all just didn't happen.
You wasn't there.
Mr.
I was trying
Eugene,
to
Mr.
build my
Eugene.
business up
Excuse me,
for
ma'am.
us.
Excuse me, Mr. I do understand her frustration. Mr. Eugene, y'all just did not, by coincidence, fall on those notes, okay? That's not what happened.
I mean,
That's not what happened. Music did not lead you two together. That is wrong.
it kind of did. It was kind of like fate. I teach music. She plays the clarinet.
Okay.
You wasn't there.
I was working,
Okay.
trying to give us a nice life.
Okay. Well, why am I supporting the child for 3 years?
Because I had the child in the first place. You're the one that took him and then...
You know, I'm going to go ahead and make my ruling because I see this is a little deeper.
Once the judge reaches the ruling, the hearing becomes a full reversal. Dad's support obligation is stopped, the mother's request for an increase is denied, and she is placed on child support instead. That's a major shift, but it follows the logic of the testimony. If she gave up primary custody 3 years ago, then the financial order needed to catch up to the truth a long time ago.
Well, a lot deeper than just child support. And
It ain't deep, y'all.
No, it is deep.
Yeah.
It is definitely
wrong.
deep. So this is what we're going to do. We are going to stop Dad's child support, okay? His child support should stop. You voluntarily relinquish the child to him, okay? So that means the rights that you had in terms of the child living with you primarily, you gave that up 3 years ago. So it's only fair that Dad stop paying child support. I'm going to deny your request for an increase, okay? Dad did make a request to put you on child support. So you will start paying child support today. With your income, you're capped, right? In Texas,
so
we have a cap.
I'm going to be paying him money
Yes,
while he's over there with my sister.
pretty much, yes.
And our son. Our son.
Okay, Mr.
need
Eugene,
to stop.
Mr. Eugene, that's not cute. Stop that. You do not have to take the knife and turn it. It's already
am his
bad
mother,
enough, okay?
not
Don't do
her.
that.
Then
Don't
be
do
there.
that.
I'm trying to be there.
Okay, as I was saying, he made the request for you to pay child support. In Texas, you're capped at $9,200 for your net resources. So your monthly child support obligation, giving you credit for the one, well, not credit, you have one child. So it's based on 20% of your income. That is going to bring your child support obligation to $1,840. Now, he also testified that he pays health insurance for your son. If you can get private health insurance, you do not have to reimburse him. But until that happens, you're going to be reimbursing him that $200. That brings your monthly obligation to $2,040 a month.
That's more than he was paying me.
He makes $40,000 a year, and as you can see, he likes music, okay? So
He likes people that play music.
right, he likes all of that.
Just one.
So we're just going to move forward, and then that's what your child support amount is going to be to him, okay?
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay, do you have any other questions?
No, ma'am.
All right, do you have any other questions, sir?
No, thank you, Your Honor, for serving justice today.
You're very welcome. Although I must say, I can't believe you did that.
I'm sorry.
You smile like he's proud of it.
I'm not proud. She plays the clarinet with it really
You
well.
stop with the clarinet. I
All
don't care
right,
about the
well,
clarinet.
you know what? I don't want to hear any more music today. You both.
The final result is blunt but fair. The court aligns the money with the parenting reality. Whatever personal history exists between these adults, the child support can't stay trapped in an outdated arrangement. So what do you think? Did the mother come in focused on her son or on everything else happening around him? If this case surprised you, drop your opinion below, like the video, and subscribe for more courtroom analysis.